everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to use one of my favorite ingredients in the world, cornbread. That Mom's already sliced a piece off this side, made a sandwich it looks like. She called it a sandwich, green onions and cornbread. But we're going to take that cornbread and turn it into a salad. And I can't believe you've never had this.
No, I haven't.
Oh, cornbread salad's great. So basically you're going to use about 4 cups of crushed cornbread, which I've already taken the other cornbread and crushed it up. And just different vegetables, of course 5 or 6, maybe a pound of bacon, corn, pinto beans, and I use ranch dressing. You can use anything you like, but ranch is what I use.
Looks good to me. Everything there I love. So I'm going to do some cutting.
You want me to do the onion?
No, I can do the onion.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, do the onion. I'm just going to take the bowl and make a little bit of room here. And as she's making the vegetables in little pieces, I'm going to put them in the bowl. I don't want to put it there. You can't see her cut. It's always fun to watch her cut. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put most of this cornbread in the bottom of the bowl. About 3/4 of it. I like to save a little for another layer. And if you use a glass bowl, you can actually see all the different layers in here. So what's your favorite cornbread meal?
Oh, cornbread and pinto beans, fried potatoes, and green onions.
And fried pork chops. I like that with it.
Well, growing up, that's what we'd have. But when we were lucky, once in a while we had fried pork chops with it, but we didn't always have meat because we just didn't have it.
Because we was po.
We were po people.
Po.
But we were happy people. Never went to bed without full tummy and knowing we were loved. We always knew Daddy and Mommy loved us. That was for sure. And always had plenty of food. We ate pinto beans and cornbread probably 5 times a week. But I could eat it that many times now. I know my husband could eat it about 4 days a week.
I could eat cornbread every day.
Well, yeah.
So I'm just going to take these onions, spread them around. And when you can put a whole layer of this because you're not going to be dipping just that. You'll dip down in and get a piece of everything. But I do save a few onions for the end too. Another layer. And I'm going to grab a little bowl. Actually, can you give me that little white bowl over there? We'll just put the onions in it. Bottom one. That way we got... So this basically you're making a cornbread trifle is what I call it. Because we're just doing the different layers. Now Mom's going to show us her little fancy trick with her lids and those tomatoes.
There's nothing fancy about it. It's just that
great tomatoes.
These tomatoes are beautiful. I mean, I haven't seen tomatoes that was that nice, and I don't know when.
They're sweet too.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Now, nothing goes with cornbread like pinto beans. So I'm going to do a layer of pinto beans right here, using 2 cans. There we go. To spread these out a little bit. Look at that magic.
Oh, yes. You ready?
Yep, you can go ahead and put those right on there. So now we got a layer of cornbread, a layer of onions, a layer, you probably only need about half as many now. Pinto beans, layer of these tomatoes. And then you can use 2 cans of corn, that's what I usually use, but I got Mom's canned corn here, so that's what we're going to use today. Because it's just opening that, just smelling the corn, it smells delicious. I don't know if we'll need a whole...
I canned corn for Greg. I always freeze it, but this time I canned it.
Because we're trying to go as much without electric doing solar, so it's easier to keep canned than having a freezer running. So I'm just going to put the corn in there. Spread that out. This is a finger dish you got to get in there and work with.
But we washed our hands.
And the last thing we need is the yellow onion, if you want to do that. I'm going to do another layer of this white onion. Now, if you want to put different beans in there, you could. You could put black beans, you can put kidney beans, whatever you like. But for me, cornbread and pinto beans have to go together. Got that, and I'm going to do a final layer of cornbread. We probably could have used a bigger bowl. But neither
Why
one of
didn't
us
you
are
just get a wash tub?
neither one of us are known for using the right size bowl.
I always start out with one and end up having to change. But that's the way it always happens. As the ones that are watching that know me, they know I have to change bowls, but that's the way it goes.
And if you're new to our channel and just finding us now, usually we're doing separate videos. I'm down in Tennessee. I used to be in Florida, and Mom's up in Ohio. So we only get together on the holidays right now until we get our cabin built, and she'll probably be down there with us. Sooner or later, doing more videos down there. But if you're new, we would love it if you'd hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like, share with your friends. We're almost to we're getting close to 10,000. We're over 8,000 now, I think, of subscribers, which is great. So there's some of you that aren't subscribed, though, because I got so many views, but not as many subscribers. So we'd love it if you'd subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Okay, and then if you want to just do some of those green onions for, as I call, decoration on top, I'm going to put this on here. So now if you look, you can see all the different layers of the beans, the tomatoes, the cornbread. I'm going to put...
You know, that would be pretty to take to a carry-in or something. Be neat to take and have, if you're having a barbecue somewhere, just take that for your carry-in dish. It'd be good with, you know, as a carry-in, I think.
And then last is just coating it with ranch dressing. I got a buttermilk ranch dressing because there's buttermilk in that. We'll just put that there. And we're just going to...
That would be good as a carry-in. Take it to a church function.
We're going to put... Now some people... Would you quit? Some people like to put this on, mix it all up. You can do it that way and have everything mixed together at once with the dressing, or you can just put it on top, and as they scoop down in there, they get it. And I'm just going to put this all around the top here. And I've got and I can't read upside down, 36 fluid ounces. We're not going to use it all. I'm just going to do about that much, and then everybody can add more to it if they want a little bit wetter.
On their plates.
A little more. So then I'll finish it off with the bacon.
I could take that to a church function instead of bread pudding.
So I'm going to tell you guys what she did.
It was an accident. Accidents happen, y'all know.
They asked her at church to bring something to an event they were having, a meeting they were having. So she made bread pudding. And she did call me, and she said, would rum be good in it? And I go, oh yeah, rum would be good in the bread
Greg's
pudding.
always told me it always cooks out, so it's not in there.
It doesn't completely cook out, but she took it, a rum-based bread pudding, walked in the church and looked at the sign, and it was for Alcoholics Anonymous.
But I didn't know it was for Alcoholics Anonymous.
So here's our cornbread salad. You can see all the different pretty layers down in there.
Those look good.
So give this one a try. It's a cold dish. You can, like I said, you can take it to church social. Just don't put on the dressing, and it's not going to spoil. But give this one a try. It's really good. It's a nice cool dish on a hot day, or a side dish for any of your meals.
That would be good in the summer too.
Yeah.
Yes, that would definitely be good in the summer. I bet you could add other things in it too for the summer. I bet peas would be good on top.
Yeah, frozen peas.
Sprinkle them on
top.
top.
Not canned peas. Those would be a little mushy.
No, sprinkle that on top.
Yeah.
But that would really be pretty. So we thank you for joining us today, and always check and see what kind of function you're going to before you make your dish.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it
it worked out.
Let us know how you like this one, and tell us what you would change in it if you put anything
Yeah.
different in it. I was thinking of making a Mexican cornbread and putting in there, and
That
then
would
make
be
it more
good.
with some salsa and different things, good flavors
That
too.
would be really, really good. So, well, thank you bunches for joining us today, and we'll be bringing you a lot more recipes for Christmas also.
All right, take care, y'all. Bye bye.